Okay, so another type of deviation from Mendelian law is called codominant allele. So co here means same. Okay. Now both of the allele here is the same dominant, same powerful. Alright. So when both allele in a heterozygous organism are dominant, both of them fully expressed in the phenotype. So it means in this case, none of them are recessive. Both of them are same powerful. So when both of these alleles appear together, both of them will be fully expressed in the phenotype. So example here is the existence of 3 different human blood groups called MN and MN blood group. Another example is human ABO blood group system. So the genotype and phenotype ratio is 1 to 2 to 1 instead of 3 to 1. So example here, a human with M blood group crossed with a human with N blood group. So the F1 generation, instead of showing M or N, this person showing MN. Okay, so it means that both M and N are dominant. None of them are recessive. So they will show their appearance in the phenotype. While F2 generation for the self-cross, M and N, MN cross with the MN. They show the ratio here 1 to 2 to 1, not 3 to 1. So this is what we call deviation from the Mendelian's law. Okay, why is it so? Because when MM both together, they show M blood group. When MN show together, they are not showing the M nor N. They will show MN together. This one and N together, so they will show the N. Okay. Another example is the human ABO blood group. For human with blood group A, the genotype is IA or IA-IO. Human with blood group B, genotype is IB or IB-IO. But human with blood group AB, they have the genotype IA-IB. Meaning here, IA and IB are codominant allele. Both of them are dominant. So none of them will lose to either one. Okay, both of them will appear together. Both of them are powerful. Okay, while the person with blood group O, they show the genotype IO-IO, meaning that in this case, IA and IB are dominant allele, IO is recessive. So IO will lose to A or lose to B, but they only can appear as O when both of them in homozygous state. Okay, another example is a roan horse. Chestnut horse crossed with a white horse. The children from them is neither chestnut nor white, but they will appear as chestnut plus white because both of them also dominant. So they will show both characteristics together. Okay, the other one is called incomplete dominant. So now in this case, the dominant is not powerful enough. It's not enough to mask the other recessive one. So now, neither allele control characteristic. Neither of them dominant. So the aspect is displayed by the organism result from partial influence of both of the alleles. So this occurs when dominant allele fail to completely mask the recessive allele. So the dominant case, it is not powerful enough. It cannot completely cover the characteristic of recessive allele. So as a result, it will mix both dominant and recessive. Okay, example here, it will show the intermediate phenotype. When red flower cross with white flower, it will not show red it will not show white, but it will show pink color. So pink color is the intermediate, the mixture of red plus white. So the phenotypic ratio, instead of 3:1 like the monohybrid cross, they will show 1:2:1. Okay, so example here, in the snapdragon's flower, Antherinum species, when we cross a red flower with a white flower, the gamete is, the genotype is CRCR, CWCW, homozygous. So the gamete, and the first generation here, they show pink color instead. So the heterozygous case here, CRCW, not showing red, not showing white, but showing intermediate color. So for F1 generation self-cross, they produce one red color when they have CRCR, one white color when they have CWCW, and two pink colors, CRCW. So it's not 3:1, but 1:2:1. Okay, so this deviation from Mendel's law. Okay. Alright, so this is the genetic diagram for red flower, white flower, homozygous, forming heterozygous pink flower self-cross, gametes showing F2 generation 1:2:1. Okay, example 2, this was the past year questions for the shape and colors in carrots. Okay, determined by two pairs of different alleles. Both pair did not show dominancy. Did not show dominancy indirectly told you that incomplete dominant. Okay, because none of them are powerful. So color is red, white. Both of these red, white is homozygous. When they are heterozygous, they become some other color, purple. Shape is long, homozygous. Round is homozygous. When they are heterozygous, they become other shape, oval. So now, long red crossed with round white. So show the genetic diagram for the F1 generation. Okay, so this one you can try on your own. Alright. Okay, so now this is the difference between codominant and incomplete dominant. So if the flower dominant for red flower, then they will show the red color. If recessive is white flower, then they show the white flower. This is the normal monohybrid cross. For codominant case, when red flower cross with white flower, if both of them also same dominant, so it will appear as white plus red. Okay, none of them lose to either one. Both of them are same powerful, so they will show both color on the same flower. If the case is incomplete dominance means none of the color here is dominant. So they will mix both of the color to show pink color. Okay. Okay, so next one is called multiple allele. So usually for a normal gene, they only have two alleles. Okay, remember we say that allele is alternative form of gene. So one of each for homologous chromosome. But some of the gene, they can have more than two alleles. Okay, one gene, more than two alleles, control same characteristic. So this is called multiple allele. Okay, diploid individual inherit just two of the possible alleles. Most genes have more than two alleles in a population. So one of the very good example here is human ABO blood group. So the alleles which control the blood group of human system is ABO blood group. So this system have more than two alleles. So we have allele IA, allele IB, already two. But we also have allele IO. So there are three alleles which control the same characteristic. that is human blood group. So this is what we call multiple allele. Means that on the same locus here, you can have IA, you can have IB, or you can have IO. So 3 alleles, multiple alleles. Alright, IO you also can write small letter I like this. And we also learned before, IA and IB are same dominant. So in this case, IA and IB also known as codominant. So we have 3 alleles, so we have 6 possibilities of the genotypes. Okay, example, IA-IA, IA-IO, IB-IB, IB-IO, IA-IB, IO-IO. Alright, but we have only 4 possibilities of the human blood group because IB and IA are dominant towards IO. Okay. Okay, so for now, this example here, what would be the possible blood types of children born to a female with type AB, male with type O? So now the parent generation, father is O, so the genotype is IO, IO. Mother is type AB, so IA, IB. So from the gametes, from the father here, IO, only one possibility, mother IA or IO, IB. So now the children F1, IA, IO, IB, IO. So the children either A or B only. So you must feel very weird why the father is O, mother is AB, but the children, none of them like father or like mother. Okay, so this is the miracles of the genetic inheritance.